Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we will be talking about a very important topic in research and sociology, that is research methods. Specifically, we will be discussing on documentary method, empirical method, and survey method. These three methods are the backbone of social research. We will understand what they mean, how they work, their advantages, limitations, and we'll look at some examples. So let's get started. The first question is, what are research methods? Research methods are the strategies or techniques used to study a topic and collect information. They help researchers gather accurate data, understand social behavior, test theories, solve problems, and make decisions. Different methods suit different types of research. Let us look at the documentary method. Documentary method means using documents as data. Now, documents can be books, newspapers, government reports, letters, diaries, historical records, website data, court judgments, photographs, videos, digital archives. Basically, any written, recorded, or visual material. Now, why to use the documentary method? It is generally used when data already exists, topic is historical, direct observation is difficult, and researcher wants background information. For example, studying how education policies changed over time using old government reports. Now, what are the types of documents? First, we have primary documents. These are created at the time of the event. For example, diaries, court cases, letters, photos. Then we have secondary documents. These are written later by someone else. For example, textbooks, research articles, commentaries. Then we have public documents, which are government records, laws, census reports. And finally, we have private documents. These are personal diaries, letters, organizational papers. Now, what are the advantages of the document method? First of all, it is cheap and time-saving. It gives us rich historical information. There is no need to meet respondents, and it helps us understand the social context. Limitations may be that it is biased. It may not always be accurate. It is hard to verify its authenticity. Old documents may be incomplete. Now let us look at the empirical method. Empirical method means collecting direct, observable, and measurable data. Empirical itself means based on experience or observation. The researcher goes into the field, interacts with people, and studies real-life situations. For example, observing children in a playground, or interviewing workers in a factory, or recording crime rates in a city. What are the characteristics of empirical research? First of all, it is based on real-world data. It is evidence-based. It can be measured. It is objective and repeatable. And researchers use it for experiments, observations, interviews, surveys, case studies, and sampling. Now, why to use the empirical method? It is used to understand real behavior. Empirical method helps in understanding whether a theory is correct. Empirical method helps in studying the current social issues, and it helps in getting accurate and quantitative results. What are its advantages and limitations? It is reliable and scientific, based on actual evidence, can be verified, and it helps identify cause and effect relations. In terms of limitations, it is expensive, time-consuming, requires trained researchers, and may face ethical problems like privacy, consent, etc. Now let us look at the survey method. Survey method means collecting data from a large number of people using questionnaires, interviews, online forms, telephone surveys. It is widely used in sociology, marketing, politics, public health, education. For example, surveying 2,000 people to know their opinion about online education. Now let us look at the types of surveys. One is descriptive survey. It describes what is happening in society. Example, literacy rate survey. Then we have analytical surveys. This type of survey explains why something is happening. Example, why students drop out of school. Third is the cross-sectional surveys. Here, data is collected at a particular point in time. Example, survey done in 2025. Then we have longitudinal survey. Here, data is collected over many years. Example, studying same students for 10 years. What are the tools used in survey methods? We have questionnaires, interview, either face-to-face or on phone. We have online forms like Google Forms or apps. Observation and sampling are other survey methods. What are the steps in a survey method? First, define the problem, select the sample, design the questionnaire, collect data, analyze the result and prepare report. What are the advantages and limitations of survey method? First of all, it can reach large populations. It is fast and cost effective. The questions are standardized and it is easy to compare. It is good for statistical analysis. Limitations are that people may give false answers. Response rates are low. The depth is limited. Barriers involved language and literacy. So, to conclude, today we understood three major research methods. Documentary method, which uses documents like reports, books, archives and digital records. Then we studied about empirical method, which is based on real-life observation, measurement and field work. Then we saw survey method, which is collecting data from large groups using questionnaires or interviews. Each method has its own strengths and limitations. Researchers often use a combination of methods to get the best result. If this video helped you understand the topic clearly, don't forget to like, share and subscribe. See you in the next video.